Salute to everybody, man. Welcome to the Accent Thing Experience, guys. If this is your first time joining the classroom of the B Mindset Charm School, we welcome you. God damn. Oh man, it's really sad out here. It really is. It is. It's sad. Shout out to Lonnie. Shout out to the Green Vegan. I'm out here. It feels awesome. It really does. God is busy with me. You know, He's busy with me. Wow. Hold on. Shout out to more. I appreciate that shit. God damn. Good Lord. You know, it's so appreciated with I just have this one problem with this thing, man. It's like, it's not allowing the text to show. So just be patient with me. I'm really trying to work this thing because my problem is I don't take the time. And when you don't take the time, you know, the people are not, we're not able to see the things that you have, right? So in the chat, I'm trying to put it here, and I don't know why it's allowing that. So, it's just so stupid. Like, it's so stupid that some things are just very, very, very annoying when you want to share things. So I'm tweaking this as I'm doing this, and please forgive me. But if this is anybody's first time here, we welcome you. It's going to be a hell of an experience. I think the experience of, it's not even about telling a friend. I don't know if you want to do that. I don't know if you really want to tell your friend where you're getting your information from. I mean, it's good for me, right? So I think for you, oh man. I think for you should take advantage of that. I think it's a great thing for people to, Ecamm needs permission to capture the screen. It's just crazy, okay? So I'm putting a text here. Shit is just so stupid. It's so stupid, man, that I can't get this thing going. And I can't get the comments on here. It's just hell of annoying. You know, sometimes people make certain things so difficult. They really do. And there's just so much to unpack. You know what I'm feeling tonight? It's a Wednesday, right? It's a Wednesday. And I feel as if, like, I don't know. I kind of feel there's just no love in the air. And I don't mean that love. I mean, like, is anybody really having good sex these days? I don't think so. I think the women are tired and the men are frustrated. So the men are frustrated because they really ain't doing what they need to be doing. And the women are frustrated because they ain't doing shit. Because if the woman ain't giving no pussy, excuse my French, it's ain't nothing happening. So I feel that puts a very negative mood in the air, right? I really do pick that up. I really feel that there's a real negative mood. So, you know, I want to put okay, hold on. What's she seeing there? Shout out to Moo. Shout out to Moo Moo one that just gave that super chat. Appreciate that, goddamn. The men are not telling you the truth. Ladies, y'all got to start talking to these men about their blue pill action. Start in y'all conversation. You want to do the humble himself? Talk to him about, has he ever taken that pill? Because when you ask him that, he's going to feel as if you know something. And then you should, if he gets defensive, it's all in your favor if he's defensive. But that's not the disclaimer what we're getting into tonight. I'm just trying to tell you how to push back where a person is not necessarily pushing these certain conversations on you. It's bad out here now, and there's just some dilemmas that people just got to realize. Now, mind you, if you take this personal tonight and it involves you, you should feel that way. You should take it personal. But if it doesn't involve you, don't take it personal. Moving along, that's the disclaimer. I want to really make something clear, and I want to address a couple of things. Now, y'all know that, oh shit, hold on. I hear you. I don't feel any love either. Yeah, shout out to Momo. I appreciate that. Listen, let me keep it a stack with y'all, right? On the way over here, right, it's a nice cold night in New York. It's still cold. Spring is tomorrow. But I'm driving over here, right? And I'm like, man, like, do you know, like, to me, in an imaginary world for a man, such as a man of my caliber, imaginary, please don't take this personal. I'm thinking of the amount of women that must be home in a cozy place, right? You in your cozy old place, and, you know, you got this cozy place going on, and it just feels like, how do I explain? Like, it kind of feels like, you know, the dude comes in and he chilling with you and he got some food. You know, it's always good to bring a bag, not the money bag. Y'all fuck that up. Like a bag, right? A nice little, you know, I picked up something from so-and-so personally. You ain't do no Grubhub or none of that. And he comes in the crib and he's chilling, and it's just like, you know, y'all watching a little bit of Netflix and you're on the couch sipping on whatever and kissing and getting it on. Like, yeah, spring is tomorrow. The winter time, I don't think people do that anymore, right? I feel as if, like, when we were doing that, we had less phone action. You probably had a cell phone if somebody texted you and called you, but you didn't have social media. Now you got to look at your emails. You got to look at your texts. You got to look at your inbox. You got to look at your DMs. It's just way too much going on, right? So I had a couple of customers tonight, and like one woman had like an older gentleman, and she probably ain't got fucked in years because she was younger. And then my next customer, she had this nice place. I love a woman with a nice pad. Like, that's impressive. Anything, just a nice, cozy place. It's clean. You know what I mean? And I walked in, and she said, you know, y'all could do what y'all got to do. I'm just doing laundry. I'm like, wow, she's here by herself. Like, single. Like, people are just living to survive, and people are survive just to live, right? There's no fun. And yes, the distractions for me is, it's distracting to me, but I'm still in this earth where I'm like, I'm driving on the block over here to the studio, and I'm just like, I can't understand why I'm on this block and all these homes are here, and it just feels dead, right? Look, like it really does, right? Like it just feels dead, right? So I don't know. This maybe is this just me? You need to tell me. So I'm driving and I'm just like, damn. And people are going to bed early, and You know, and then I looked at the gas prices. The fucking gas is going up. That's more shit to stress. That you may not realize this. If the gas right now went down to 89 cents, you're going to see a difference with the world flourishing. With all the pressure, and now that shit is going higher and higher, and then you got the people you don't speak to, the people you don't deal with, the people that you cut out your life, right? I can't see no chat right now, ladies and gentlemen, so forgive me because I'm tweaking. I really can't see nothing because now what I'm looking at, y'all can't see. Y'all can see more than me, so whatever's going on in the chat, just do what y'all do because I can't see anything. I just pressed the wrong button. It fucked up, but I can't finish that now because if I press the wrong button, I may finish the video. So I just felt the weirdness of like dead. And yesterday I was telling y'all we had a gay dude that was in my stream and his name is Cinnamon. And Cinnamon was just hitting all these points about sisters and white women and why we feel white women look a little more sluttier and porno type-ish as they get older, and why don't black women have that same appeal? And it's just more of a respect thing, but the white woman got the white liver, and he was just hitting points because as a man, even though he's gay, he still was understanding as a man. And gay men are really, really smart. That's what's weird about smart people. Okay, pause. I'm a smart guy. Let's get that straight. All right? But gay men are very smart, and like freaky people are smart, right? You ever see like the smartest man, a computer genius? He's into this, he's into that. Smart people are just freaks, doctors, lawyers, right? So, a young lady asked me today. She's like, "Yeah, but Nate, you were saying before, gay men shouldn't give advice to sisters." I said, correction. We had a gay dude that we did this thing on called the Whisperer, the DL Whisperer. Never listen to a gay man about how to have sex with a man. Don't you be better off listening to your aunt that's like 30, 40 years older than you. Never listen to a gay man about how to fuck a man. There's a conflict of interest. That's the only thing he's disconnected with. He's good with everything else. Sexual advice, no. If you a hot mess, fashion, what you don't look like, your hair looks fucked up, your feet is chopped, them niggas ain't no joke. But when it comes to if a man likes you to give head all the time, he's gay, or if he likes to do it from doggies, don't listen to them niggas, man. Never listen to that gay nigga about that. Because they're gonna set you up for failure. That's what they're gonna do. See, what ends up happening with gay men have a tendency to set women up for failure because sexually, that's their dominant thing, right? So gay men are gay because they're sexually involved with the same sex. You can't trust a man that sleeps with men and has a dick and balls. It's just a conflict of interest because he's into what you're into, so he's always going to have you thinking that every man's gay. That's what I mean. I really want to stress that to let you understand. If you have a gay friend and that nigga's giving you the game, yeah, them niggas is nice with that. They probably nicer than most straight men. I'll give them that credit. I'll never take that away, but do not listen to their sex advice ever. Okay? I don't want to hear nothing about nothing. He can't give you advice on anal sex. He can't give you nothing because he has a prostate gland. You know what I mean? And in his mind, he believes his prostate is a clit. In his mind, he believes his asshole is a pussy. Your asshole is not a pussy because you have one. So don't pay them niggas no mind. You understand? Respectfully, it's just what it is. And I think the problem is that a lot of people are in this mindset where they believe that I'm going to listen to everything a gay man says. Please be clear. Do not take sexual advice. It's a conflict of interest. He likes what you like. Don't fucking trust him. Because all he going to do is set up people for him. He going to have you thinking every nigga you deal with is gay. You looking all fucked up. You cut a nigga off. You get turned off. You go celibate, right? Cut off the light punchline, and then boom. So, you know what I mean? Let me tell my wife to keep on, to watch that fish. Hold on, I gotta just leave a very important message before she blow up the fucking house. Okay, goddamn. You know, so it's very important to take heed to that. And I want to be clear with that because I don't want people to feel as if, and if there's anything I've told you and you said, well, Nate, you got to ask me. You know what I mean? Because sometimes people may think, well, I don't want to ask them this and get kicked out or whatever. And it's not about that. It's about you having that. Hold on. Bear, don't forget about that fish because I'm doing a live stream. I'll be there soon. So it's important to really know your powers, you know what I mean? No man could tell you how to fuck a man. Now, a straight man, maybe, because now he's speaking from the terms of being receiving it. He's in the pussy, so if anything, you could trust him a little bit, but can't trust a gay man on how to fuck no man. So, I want to get at something. Okay, I can see the chat a little bit now. Shout out to Rico, shout out to everybody, you know what I mean? So I'm having a problem reading the chat because I'm on this software and this thing is tweaking like crazy. And it's really annoying me. I don't want to press the wrong button and fuck the live up, so my moderators are just going to have to do the best they can. So I want to break this down and get straight to the point. There's this false, y'all call it a false narrative. It's misinformation, it's wrong, and it's going to set you up for failure. And I know you'll have to stop looking at influencers and celebrities to influence your life and to determine what it is. Weeks ago, we've been featuring Maya for the past few weeks. Maya's a singer, you know, Maya, whatever her last name is. Sexy ass, red bone, fire looking Maya, right? Maya's probably one of the most desirable middle-aged women in the game. Okay, I know it's hard to believe she's middle-aged, but she is, right? 43, 48 is middle-aged, you know what I mean? Same group, same people, same conversation, no different. Maya is undeniably incredible. The problem is a lot of women that look like Maya that have went cuckoo, right? A lot of them had lost their minds. A lot of them are going through a lot of shit. A lot of them pander. There's a lot of Mayas. I want to make something very clear with this thing that Maya is doing. That if a man did, it would destroy him. It's called celibacy. Celibacy is this new renowned thing where a woman basically says she's locking it down. She's not going to have no sex. She's going to be pure. She's going to think about the birds and the trees and positive vibes. That's usually what women do after they get fucked over from a few niggas that fucked them up. You know, they made too many chances. That pussy hole got them in a lot of trouble and they locking it down. I get it. What a lot of people don't understand is celibacy for a black man, for a black woman to tell a black man that she is celibate, that is probably worse than telling them that you're a virgin. You are better off telling a man you're a virgin because he'll wait for that. Celibacy is so dangerous. You can fuck around and get sexually assaulted. Because I'm going to tell you how a mindset of a man is. A virgin, you never been touched. A titty sucked to a virgin is like, whoa, you're not a virgin anymore. You just let me suck your titty. When you're dealing with celibacy, men don't understand and calculate it the way you do. Men receive celibacy as, I want to get this bitch drunk. Men receive celibacy as, she gonna suck my dick. Men receive celibacy as, I can still eat her out. Men receive celibacy as nothing but an invitation. Because it means that to him, he's interpreting it that you've been fucked over, you're locking the pussy down, and I'm gonna be the man to break you out of celibacy. Now, mind you, I'm not saying he's not gonna say the same thing about a virgin, but you didn't have sex before. So he has to come to you a lot different. Celibacy means you are sexually active. You just choose not to be now. And also, who believes that you really are celibate? Maya is not celibate. There's no fucking way. It's impossible. I'm going to tell you why. Maya is too sexual to not be celibate. A true celibate woman can't masturbate. You can't use the rose. You can't use dildos. You can't do, if you're really celibate and you're on some Queen Mary nun shit, you can't just say, I'm going to wake up and the next thing you know, Maya's image is of sex. She represents sex. You can't be taking sexual pictures, doing love songs, shaking asses on stage, and you tell me that nobody fucked you in 7 years. Even me as a man don't believe that. Because you're still putting out a mode of sexuality. It's almost like a gay man telling you he's not gay. He don't have sex with men, but he goes to gay clubs all the time and he's in there dancing and hanging out and getting drunk with buddies, but he ain't doing nothing. Who the fuck's gonna believe him? So it makes you a target, right? It almost makes you become an individual. Shout out to Ken Thomas. I can see y'all. I can see y'all. So what ends up happening is that women get influenced by Maya and they say, you know what? I'm tired of the games. I'm tired of the bullshit. This is the way to handle it. Never tell a man you're celibate. Just don't fuck him. It's just never tell a man you are celibate. Never do that. Never. If he asks you, when's the last time you had sex? That's a little personal. You know what I mean? Your favorite position? That's a little personal. I don't want to talk about that. I'm not ready to talk about that. Never let him know, because if you give him a timeline, I promise you it's going to change him. He's not going to respect it. Men don't respect a celibate woman. They look at her as a woman that has made nothing but awful decisions. So Maya now, she's starting to affect these women. There's this show we were watching on Netflix, and it was a dating show about age, whatever, and there was a woman in there that was celibate. And the man she's laying with this man in the bed. It's a dating show, so they're like on this far away from home shit. They put him up in a bedroom, which was setting up for failure. She goes in the bed with him. Her and the guy is grinding. I don't know, somebody ate somebody out. I don't know if she ate the nigga out, pause. I don't know if he ate her out. I don't know. Something happened. He throws it in her face, which is the worst thing you can do to anybody, especially in the black community. He tells her, well, I don't know what the meaning of celibate is because you wasn't giving me celibacy. You're sleeping in the bed, you cuddling up with a nigga. You know a nigga gonna try to suck your neck, stick his tongue in your ear, whatever. All of these elements come from the man aiming to prove you wrong. He doesn't respect that. Telling a man, no, don't touch me, will go further. Because now he don't want it, especially in this climate. But if you tell a man you're celibate, it's giving him the invitation to ignore that. So, long story short, their fucking relationship went left. The nigga was an emotional wreck. He's 60 years old. He can't be with no woman that's controlling him. Meanwhile, she played herself because she was kissing and letting him suck tits or whatever. So long story short, the relationship fucking flattened out. They left the show. It was a horror. So women were telling me, well, damn, an older man would respect it more. No, who told you that? That's not true. Older men are just as bad as a young man. There's no difference. If you happen to meet a good man that happen to be older, yes, but don't just think because a man's age plays a part in him being mature. It's nobody's mature right now with gaming and fucking iPhones and doing the same shit that my daughter's doing on the phones. Nobody's mature. So it's very slim pickings with that. But my point is that this man totally disrespected her, dragged the fuck out of her because he didn't respect her mission. He didn't respect what it was. So I want to let women know how important that is, that we all know that y'all not fucking. That's in the air. I can feel that. I physically can feel that. People are not fucking the way they was in the 90s, the way they was in the 80s, the way they was in the 70s. It's not. We don't have parties. We don't have clubs. Nobody knows how to dance. We got Cardi B on stage with big fake butts on her and shit. Like, it's a fucking disaster out here. So sometimes you have to just feel the mood and don't take it as a thing that you have to feel that you have to share this new renown. I'm celibate and I'm that. So what I'm going to do is I want to look up the real meaning of celibate. And I want you to understand that celibacy, it's not like a virgin. You know what I mean? A virgin is a virgin. You know what I mean? But celibacy is not something you play with. You don't want to tell a man that you're celibate. You fuck around and get raped. The meaning of celibate is the voluntary state of abstaining from marriage. Listen to me. From marriage. You're opening up a can of worms and telling the man that you're celibate. He's already going to know you've been fucked over and you're bitter. The voluntary state of abstaining from marriage and all sexual activity, often for religious or personal reasons. You can't sleep in the bed with a man and cuddle up with a total fucking stranger and be celibate. You can't do that. You can't have no male activity, especially physical. You shouldn't even be doing anything that leads to sex. A dinner. Oh, I'm at an innocent dinner with a man you're dating, knowing that he wants to stick his dick inside you. You got to remember, when that nigga get drunk and get aggressive, it's all she wrote. That's how he's going to interpret this, okay? Religious reasons don't need to be spoken. You tell a man you're a certain religion, he know what time it is. But even then, you have to understand that what you see is what we interpret as two entirely different things. I don't think a lot of women understand the significance of sometimes it's just best to keep it. Hold on. Hold on, I might just send you a message. She said. So, you know what I mean? You gotta look on the level, man, that women have to understand that men need to feel intrigued and inspired. Don't give him any information. If you could say to your mind, he's just not getting any pussy, don't tell him that. He'll find out when he tries. He want to take you on a cruise for the whole 2 weeks. Listen, and you got to say, well, I just want you to let you know up front, well, we ain't fucking, I'm going to have my pick. No. You have to let that know when he gives you the inclement, well, bring some sexy panties and for what? Well, we ain't going to be I'm not bringing you out there for nothing. Well, did he pay for the cruise? He wants some pussy. I don't care if you pay for it or he paid for it. He's still going to want some ass. You got to deal with that bridge when you cross it. Because the one thing about a man, if there's a mode of rejection, it's ahead of you. But you don't want the rejection of dealing with, you don't want to try to reject the man when you told him you was a celibate a month ago. That never goes away. But if he plans on doing what he got to do and he's on this cruise and it's like, listen, my friend, I'm good. And he has to get an attitude, and then you got to realize, well, shit, was it worth going to cruise with the nigga? Maybe you should have got your own room, right? You can't go on a cruise with a man and agree to go on a cruise with a man, celibate, knowing you're not going to fuck whatever you know that you're not going to do, and then expect the nigga to not have a problem. If you're going to go on a cruise with a man, get a separate room. Just in case you in his room and a nigga want to push up and now it's social. If you're on a resort, oh, it's cheaper to get the 2 rooms. Yes, it is cheaper. You cannot bunk with a man. If y'all keep looking at Maya, get that Maya shit out your head. Y'all don't know Maya. The only thing you're going to have to think about is the only thing a man could do is get on the internet and said he fucked Maya, which could be in another 2, 3, 4, 10 years that all along we found out that Maya was lying because there's going to be one man to say. Whether he did or did not, whether he did or did not. Don't go by that. Maya is setting you up for failure. Celibacy is not a flex. You are not a nun. You're not a white woman. As a black woman, it's a stamp that you've been fucked over and a nigga gonna try you again. He's gonna put you in a position where you're gonna look crazy and he's gonna throw it up in front of your face. Cooper said Maya's just bitter and speaking from a perspective of a singer. No, she's not bitter. I'm not gonna say bitter. I think the men are bitter because they know they can't have her. For example, like Cooper made some comments before, but if a man made a comment like that, I don't know if this is a man or woman, but if a man made a comment like that, I would say he's bitter. That there's nothing bitter about Maya. She's not bitter. She's fucking gorgeous. She gives a good energy, but I know for a fact there's no way in the world you can be a woman in your 40s or 50s and you experience good sex and you just shut the pussy down for 7 years. Just say you haven't fucked nobody in 7 years. That's all you got to say. If you want to say anything, I haven't had sex in 7 years. Well, nigga, what's the difference? A nigga gonna try the same way. A nigga gonna try if you haven't had sex in 7 years, if you were celibate for 7 years. Man on the internet that say, for that comment, let's just say Cooper said Maya's bitter, right? And Green Vegan said we don't talk down on women or the shit. Y'all gotta do what y'all gotta do. Y'all moderators, I can't do nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? That's I tell you. But you know, the real situation at hand is that Maya and anybody that represents Maya's situation, nobody's coaching her the proper way. And women are finding out all different types of ways to overcome this. So I need you to know on a personal level, most of y'all ain't fucking, I get it. I could tell. Most men ain't fucking, I get it, I can tell. Most men can't fuck what they even want. That's rapidly. That's huge. But the reason why the Green Vegan blocked the person, they're telling them, she's letting them know that we're not calling her bitter. We're not downing her. I'm just saying Maya is everything else but bitter. She could be crazy, she could be cuckoo, but she ain't bitter. I'm not giving that. She's not giving that off for me at all. Bitter, I don't know who's bitter right now. I mean, most people are probably, we're all bitter right now. We got a fucked up situation in this world. The United States is crumbling, all right? Justice says right there's a difference saying you didn't do nothing for 7 years versus saying you said. It's a big difference, man. It's a difference because if you say you haven't fucked in 7 years, a man could respect that because he could just look at it like, she just ain't fucking 7 years. You could use any excuse for it. But celibacy, we all know there's an issue with that. That's a dilemma. That means mental illness probably took place. You know what I mean? You don't want to target yourself like that, and that shithole's gonna target that. You know? If a man goes after the fact you didn't have sex in 7 years, then so be it. You know what I mean? Don't mean he gonna get it. But celibacy, I'm telling you, you're gonna fuck around and gonna have and involve a sex crime. Oh wow! Shout out to Hassan watching from Barbados. Yeah. Salute, bro. Somebody received the gift. Richie said, when y'all received the gift for the membership? Honesty is another one. Is honesty the best policy? No. It's volunteering. Nothing comes good out of volunteering information. So, honesty is everything but the best policy. You know, that's what they tell you when you committed a murder and they're trying to interrogate you in the room before you call your lawyer. That's what they say to you. You know what I mean? It is not the best policy. You know what I mean? Black people are not even trained to embrace honesty. They don't even want the truth. You know what I mean? I'd rather put the truth out when I know I'm wrong. If I know you're gonna find out, I'm gonna put the truth out. My wife already knows. She was through some fish. She had to bake the fish. You know what I mean? I had to drop my man off. I ran over here. You know what I mean? She may have went to bed and left the oven on. That's why I did that, because I said, let me not let her leave that shit on. But she knows she's gonna be tight, because now I gotta tell her the truth, because she's gonna find out anyway. You know what I mean? Shit like that. But you don't just volunteer the truth and think that a person is gonna respect. People do not respect the truth. They just don't. They judge you for the truth. You know it. You know if you tell a motherfucker, God damn it, I got to tell you something. You know if you got to tell the truth, it ain't never good. So all these different myths, it's all setting you up for failure. You know what I'm saying? And you got to really realize that, oh, wow, few people receive gifts. God damn. Damn. Maya is a prime example. When you run into women that look like Maya and they single, I promise you, they probably gonna say she's celibate. She's probably gonna say she's done with men, she's done with dating, she just gave up. It's gonna be, when women look like that, at that single level, it's gonna be a fucking damn shit show up in her head. I'm telling you. It will be. Because you can't accentuate sexuality or sexiness and be celibate. It's almost like, how do you walk around with your underwear and bra, but you ain't fuck? You choose not to fuck a man for the last 7 years. You know what I mean? It targets a negative. I'm just saying, it's not good for what's going to respond to. You got to watch that. She got bodyguards. She's a celebrity, but she's still making herself vulnerable. And the women that are listening to her, she's not breaking down why a woman should do that. And when she does break the celibacy, see, when does she do it? When she gets married? You're going to wait to have sex with in 2026 with a man that you're married to? You got to watch that. Queen Vega said, being celibate equal to being married, forbidden fruit, a challenge it tastes. It does? You know, me personally, I'm going to keep it a stack. If a woman tells me she ain't fuck with a nigga in 7 years, I just will just be cool. I wouldn't even try to push up on that. I'll let nature take its course. I just live by saying I don't want nothing that don't want me. So I'm not, me personally, I'm different though. Because most men are not going to think like that. I can fuck with I don't care if a motherfucking man was like, you can't get this pussy for 2028. Okay, cool. I'll wait. Well, Nate, if you got your thing, you doing whatever. Whatever I'm doing is my business. I could wait for that. I ain't tripping. The question is, can she wait? See what I'm saying? That you got to think about that. Like, what are we going to be doing here? We going trips? We doing? There's a lot of things I don't do. Oh, Nate, why you don't fuck around? Because women talk. Women talk. I know men talk. Women talk. Women that jam you the fuck up, man. They jam you the fuck up. You know what I mean? If a man got some shit going on, they're going to jam you up because a woman lives with her emotion. It's dangerous. It's dangerous for anybody to make a decision with their emotion. And women are tuned to be emotional. When we see niggas that's bitches, like, bitch ass nigga, I'll kill that nigga, that's your feminine side. You can't make decisions when you're emotional. Nothing comes good out of that. So Kenneth said, so you didn't believe the truth and the truth should set you free? Nah, I don't believe that. Nope. I don't believe anything comes good out of voluntary information. What kind of truth? You want a truth of a girl telling you that she's cheating on you? I mean, does she need to tell me that or I want to catch her? You know, like, which is worse? You know, I'm not going to catch you cheating as a man and say, why didn't you tell me? It's like, it ain't like one thing is going to hurt less. If a woman could, the worst shit I've ever had, a woman tell me, I'll never forget this. It was an ex I broke up with, and we was going through our shit. We was in a club, and I went to the club, and she was walking upstairs to the DJ booth. I don't love you no more. That's the worst fucking thing I've ever heard. That hurt like a motherfucker. I caught a woman out there. That shit was devastating, but it was a whole different level of devastating because it ain't like I ain't see that shit coming. But to somebody to tell you they don't love you no more? I mean, I wasn't suicidal. My homegirl had a nigga tell her she don't love her no more. He don't want to be with her. And she almost jumped out the moving car. So I'm trying to tell you, it ain't always the truth. We lie to the people we love because we protect them. She said, Nate blocked someone. They made a whole lie. Just think if they smashed, right? Think about if me and that chick that made a live stream because I fucking barked on her ugly ass and she went on there and made a dent. You understand what I'm saying? That's the thing. I don't fuck with neighbors. I don't fuck with my daughter's teachers, parents, my customers, none of that. Because once they tell, they could fucking ruin you. If you don't have no evidence that information these days in 2026 was consensual, and now you got to think about the consensual mode of how consensual was it. Now you got a wife or a girlfriend and you got a track and she could see all the shit y'all talked about. It's just, you know what I mean? I don't fuck around with that. So if a woman come and tell me, a man need to tell me the truth up front, I said, no, he really doesn't. You know he's a man. You know he ain't shit. You need to tell the truth to yourself. You're dealing with a man, and that's just that. Go tell your father you're going on a date and see what he says. You're dealing with a man. Oh, daddy, all men ain't the same. It's a man. A man doesn't owe you the fucking truth. You owe yourself the truth of what you can and cannot handle. If you can't pick up a man and knowing that most men got somebody, then you's a damn fool. It's you. Anything you say, I could give you a rebuttal. Momo says the best because it can ruin things. It does. We want to play. A lot of people out here want to play around every now and then, and you can't do it no more. Niggas got Ring cameras. People got fucking Meta glasses and shit, man. Are you kidding me? Just imagine going to a woman's house and you a celebrity and all that shit is recorded. There's people out here that they didn't expose them yet. They just didn't put it out. Meta glasses are dangerous, man. You can't trust a person. I had these physical glasses since 2013. Do the math. Now they're meta glasses now. If I wear these shits in the street, they're going to think that I got meta glasses on. These are accidental glasses I was doing in the street interviews because it gave me power. I just loved when I was in accidental mode, I would wear the glasses. That was my trademark. You know what I'm saying? You got to think on a level like this, right? If you dealing with a man that has a girlfriend and you was like, men should just keep it real and let us know what it is so we can make the decision ourselves. No, that's not his responsibility. It's your responsibility. It's your responsibility to know who you fucking. Now, if you want to go look up at all information and research him, once again, if you're dealing with a man and you're an attractive woman and you would consider yourself being attractive, assume that every man has a girlfriend at the minimum. He's got somebody. So why would you fuck a nigga raw? Because you trusted him? That's stupid. It's a risk. We do it. We all risky, but you just remember it's a risk. There's men out here that have been in positions, fucking prostitutes, and a condom broke. And he kept going. And probably shot inside of her. She probably thought it was a condom because she remembers the condom was on. You understand? Now he got to live with the fact that, what did he catch? Or did he make a baby? You listen, it's all risk. Once you do an adult activity, everything is risky. All that shit that people owe you from up front, you know what I'm saying? If y'all got any questions, please shoot the questions. You know what I mean? Nobody owes you shit. You owe yourself. So when y'all get on this celibacy mode, all you letting men know is that you failed. That's why you're doing that. You got to think about it. You know, you're a black woman. You're not a white. I don't care how much freaky shit you do. You're not going to be able to do it as ruthless as that white bitch. She don't give a fuck you do. When you video the white bitch, she like, you can share that shit to any fucking body. So what? Can't hurt me. You as a black woman, they share that shit, you'll kill yourself. He can't ruin her. A black man can't ruin a white bitch. Not on that level. You know what I'm saying? So when we come up here as a man, as a man, if I meet a woman and I know that I'm an adult, I'm not gonna ask a woman when's the last time she had sex. It's irrelevant. I'm not gonna ask her if she's celibate or not. It's irrelevant. When I try and she puts the stop, then that's it. That's all she wrote. So what I've learned, I don't try no more. If I was in a position of being with a woman right now, I'm not pushing up on her. I will not. You just don't know. You could be assaulting her. You could do something to really offend her just by kissing her fucking neck. So this ain't the 90s no more. You know, I feel that if a woman wants to be with you, she should let that shit be known. You know what I mean? Now, she wants to know your whole biography. Listen, that's a little personal. I'm not getting into who I slept with when I got slept with. I'm not getting into that. But I feel that a man should always let a woman know she got somebody. Always let a man or woman know you got somebody. That's all. Don't get into it. If a man tells you he got somebody, it don't matter if he's married or not. He got somebody. There's ex-girlfriends, babies, mothers that are not even with the men that kill you if they see you with him. He should always let you know he got somebody, and as a woman, assume that every man has somebody. Right off the rip. The minute that nigga meets you, he has somebody. Okay? All these misconceptions get addressed and people just, you know what I mean? They don't understand that there's a reason for the season. So when we're living in this space that we're living now, it's pretty dead, it's pretty depressing, it's kind of low vibrational, all the above. It's down, they trying to reach this new level, they trying to be pure, they trying to change, and it ain't working. A lot of y'all are going into this mode of just isolation. That's all it is. Men and women. You know what I'm saying? hold on. Kenneth said, Melissa Ford talked about desensitizing men, and do you find being among these same lines when she talks about being celibate for 7 years? Let me tell you something, man. Melissa Ford, and it's evident. Look at them. You got niggas having sex with them and then making songs about it. That's devastating for a woman. But they come from that era where the men told. Now the women are telling. You understand what I'm saying? Like, there was a time when the guys go among other guys running their mouth. That got worse, but that's always been the case, right? Right? I mean, excuse me. You would have the women talking, right? And the women would run their mouth, and the guys would talk among the friends. Now the guys are running their mouth, and the women are running their mouth when they want to fuck up a marriage or a relationship because she got some dirt on them. So everybody's telling now. So the man got to be careful what he does, and the woman got to be careful what she does. Melissa Ford came directly at that time. Her and Maya talked about it in that damn podcast, and they said they were at the top of that shit when all that shit was happening. 50 fucking dragging a game and all them niggas dragging Maya and Melissa Ford. You know what I mean? So that takes the fun out of it. Woman shut down after that. Nigga did me dirty, put my business out there. She ain't gonna fuck nobody no more. So as a man, you can't be with a woman like that and you trying to push up. You just can't. As a man, don't stop pushing up. Stop asking her to use the bathroom. You got to take a leak when you drop off for dinner. Get the fuck out of there. When the dinner's over, try to get out of here. Send her an Uber home. Give her something to think about. Wow, he didn't even take me. Let her think about that. Stay away from it. Don't even want to go near her house. You don't even want to be near the temptation. And Maya is temptation. I couldn't be next to nothing like that. She's too tempting. Everything about her. So to have this roadblock tell me, she's giving me this roadblock and telling you, hey, by the way, you ain't getting no pussy ever because I went through some shit and I don't want to be bothered. I'm like, listen, I'm not, you know what I mean? That's what are we doing here? At least if she was a virgin, there's a possibility of the time wearing off. If she had 7 years and she ain't fuck, you still got a chance. The only person that's going to force a chance on a celibate woman is going to be a creepy nigga. And there's a lot of them. Because now his whole mentality is, fuck that, a nigga fucked that up, she ain't going to turn me down, and that's rape. I wouldn't even fuck with that. Someone got mad because you talked about Android phones. They set you once and it hurt their feelings. Well, somebody got mad about the Android phone, and we talked about that. And again, I mean, how stupid is that? You see what I mean? Like, the truth hurts that point. Like, I don't like Android phones. I love Apple phones, right? Let's give an example. Somebody hears that, and it's going to hurt them. You have a comedian drag them, niggas stop listening to the comedian. I feel when things are presented to that degree, then you speak on it. But if I went on a date with a woman and I was a single man and I said, oh, you got an Android, I wouldn't even fuck with that because that could fuck everything up. You know, people are very sensitive, so you can't always administer the truth unless it's presented. You know what I mean? And even then, you have to be careful with it. For example, a woman may ask me in a date thing, so how long do you think a woman should wait to have sex with a man? I'm like, I mean, I don't know. I couldn't tell you that. That's up to her. What do you mean? I don't push up on women. I just don't do that. What do you mean I push up? I physically don't push up on a woman. I just feel weird doing that. I probably won't say no, but she could say no, and I'm going to be demolished. I can meet a woman in person, talk, kick it, go to dinner, have a ball. God damn it, we're sitting in a hotel room. I try to sleep with you and you push me off. I'm finished. When the man's main rejection is being rejected on the street. My rejection is that. So that's something she got to push up on her own. And when you experience a woman doing that, you're never going to ever push up on a woman ever again. Ever. It is nothing like that. Everything I've compared into my life, there's nothing like that. Why do people, and by the way, the Android user that took offense to that, come on, man. You know who you are. That's crazy. Why do people, hold on. Why do people lie when you flat out ask if they are in a relationship? Because you're not going to fuck with us. I think I don't think a man should tell a woman he's in a relationship. He should let her know she got somebody. I date. Anything. Just as long as he let her know that he's active. I don't think no man should ever tell a woman that. I don't think a woman should tell a man. That's not his fucking business. Can a man come to a woman and say, who are you fucking? But yet he could be in a conversation with you for 4 hours and now he got to tell you? That's still none of his business. It's none of your business of who you fuck. It's like gay pride. I ask a gay man, why do you feel you got to tell everybody that? Why is it so important of who you sleep with in the bed with? And it makes him think like, I never thought of it. Like, it's the truth. So yes, if a man told you, why do they lie? He's supposed to lie. It ain't like no man's going to tell you the truth and you going to give him the pussy like that. Sorry. He's not. That's why they lie. The lie goes further. A lie goes further, especially with black women. Shout out to Jay, man. I mean, listen, man, I got a shitload of Apple devices. I'm just team Apple. And if it fails me, then it fails me. But I love they shit. I love it. I got tons of Apple shit here. I just got a sick new iPad Pro. The shit is sick. Like, I love it. It makes life fun. Okay, what did she say? I use Android and there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing. Yeah, I don't think there's nothing wrong. I mean, to each his own. I do like one Android. Now remember, I started with Android phones. I used to be a PC user. Now I'm an Apple user. It's just preference. It's what works for a person. Those relationships bring drama. No, women bring drama to relationships. Men don't bring drama. Drama only comes because of your heart. And men, we got two heads. Remember that. A woman bring drama to the relationship because y'all want the truth, and it doesn't mean anything. You know he's a man. You know he ain't shit. A man's supposed to tell you, you should have did your homework on a man. You know the majority of us are fucking worthless. Are women bad choosers or they been lied to? They're just awful fucking choosers. Awful. Shout out to Jay. Yeah, I always had phones, never had Android before. I just can't fuck with Android. When somebody pulls out an Android, it's never a flex to me. But when I see that fucking iPhone, I'm like, yeah, here we go. Listen, at least we got some American shit that's actually good. You know what I mean? I don't like Teslas. I don't like Teslas, even though it's American. I think Teslas are fucking whack. These are the truths. I'm slipping these truths in right now. Trust me, it fucks with people. It does. You know what I'm saying? I respectfully disagree. I had a man come to my job, jump on, what she say? Hold on, don't block her, what it is. Jump on my car and act complete fool. I mean, you got to remember, he was acting like a bitch. That's all. That wasn't a man. If a man came to your job and I never jumped on a woman's car in my fucking life. You just was dealing with a pussy. That's all. He was a bitch. A woman would do that, not a fucking man. That's not a man. I would have never even, you should have never told me that. That's pretty embarrassing. You know what I mean? Because that's just typically, I'm telling you, you should have never told me that because that's just a typical black piece of shit. I wouldn't have told anyone. Don't tell no man that. Not that you're dating me, but I wouldn't tell anybody that. So there's nothing to disagree about. If you're dealing with a man that has female tendencies, that's a little whack. Can you ever say, can I ever sit in a Tesla comfortably? Yeah, I drove it. I drove a Tesla from Toms River, New Jersey to Staten Island. It felt like a toy. It's dangerous. It's super fast because it's electric. It just felt like a remote control car. I don't like electric cars. My daughter has an electric car. We you know, it's a remote control car and shit that she gets in, but you know what I mean? I like, you know, it sounds like a Subway. If you ever come to New York and you hear Subway, it sounds like a Subway. I like hybrids. Live stream, the radio said, your live stream about white liver yesterday was funny. Shout out to my white liver, white woman. God damn. Yeah. Listen, Bobo. Never tell a man that a nigga was cuckoo, because you may think, damn, I'm going to let this man know he was cuckoo. Maybe my pussy was that good. No, he's going to be like, ew, she fucks with bum niggas. You ain't gonna have no corporate motherfucker that got a lot to lose gonna be breaking on your car and stomping your. It's gonna be that bum ass nigga. It's just a common thing with black women. Y'all just fuck with dirt. I would never tell a man that. And I know you understand, and that's good. Never tell a man the type of fucking shithole you date. Don't even tell a man ain't shit. Just be like, you know, it is what it is. I'm enjoying myself. How about you? It's about me and you. Fuck everybody else about you. Don't tell a man that. You want a man, you want to flex, tell him, listen, fuck everybody I fucked with. Who gives a fuck? What's up with me and you? That's some bullshit. A nigga gonna be like, oh shit. You know what I mean? Justice says a man coming out to your job, that's not a man. Well, I said that already, Justin. I'm talking to her, bro. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I said that already. We don't need a cheerleader. You know what I mean? I'm talking to her, nigga. I didn't say, yo, Justin, could you help me out? Come on, bro. Like, you want to get a burn and talk to a woman one-on-one, just go on fucking chat GPT, get a girlfriend over there. I'm talking to Momo, nigga. Get the fuck out of here. Like, I don't need no I don't like a cheerleader man. That's disgusting to me. Don't do that. Please. That's gross. That's some feminine shit. You know what I mean? You know, if you want to talk to a woman, nigga, you talk to a woman. Momo clearly is a woman, and if she's a man, she's a nigga that act like a bitch. She's giving me female, so even if that's a man, it's a bitch. You feel what I'm coming from? Kenneth said, do you feel isolation between man and woman will remain where it currently is? Will it get to be bridged down the road? Will the gap be closed and will the gap be bridged or whatever down the road? Okay, it's the tiny letters here, and it's far away. I need to move this computer up. Hold on, I'm gonna move this shit up. No, I can't. I don't want to pull the wire. I'll fuck up. I got to do it when I'm finished. Do I feel that? No. I don't feel we're going to be something again. I just feel we're just getting entirely something new. I don't know what is going to happen. I really don't know what the fuck is going on. And that's real. I could sell a dream to you, yo, shit's going to be better. You know, we're going to be loving again like the 90s. Nah. Because the 90s is gone. If I tell you it's going to be like the 90s, I got to bring everybody that passed away back in there. So it's never going to be right. I can't have the 90s life and I just lost half of family members. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't think that's going to be bridged down the road because I feel that we're waiting for like a miracle or like, you know what I'm saying? I just don't think that. I think something new and improved is coming. I just don't know what it is. Momo said I wasn't trying to deal with him. It was a couple of dates. Well, why would you go on a date with a nigga like that? He should have, you know, a guy like that should be in he should be in the morgue with a fucking bullet to his head. Why would you date a piece of shit like that? He is who he is, you know what I'm saying? Why would you date something like that? That's disgusting. I don't care if you hung out with the nigga one day, you shouldn't have got that. It had to be something for him to come back to your house and stomp all over your fucking car and break the windshield. You know what I mean? That's disgusting. Something like that, you need to look in the mirror and say, I'm very insecure in myself. Because only an insecure woman is going to deal with a motherfucker like that. Any woman that deals with a feminine male is insecure. If you deal with a gay if a woman had a baby from a flamboyant gay man, that's an insecure woman, right? So how do you deal with a man that has nothing but female written all over his fucking face? You know, that's a piece of shit. You know what I mean? And Kenneth, you got to think about it like this, right? If we keep waiting for a pie in the sky, does it ever happen? How many times have y'all seen the eclipse? How many times do you see the asteroid fly out the sky? How many times have you even seen 4th of July and you looked at every fucking 4th of July, you're like, it's over with. It's just the same redundant thing. Momo said, "Oh, you white? Who's she talking to?" Oh, she's talking to Green Vegan. Okay, they got their thing going on. Green Vegan and Momo's going at it. Goddamn. We got a little cat fight in the chat. I appreciate your answers, Nate. I know you do. It's just, you know what I mean? You got to think about it. The woman's reflection is who you deal with. That's how it goes. You know, remember, it's different. We fuck a hoe, and it's like, well, that's a man. You can't fuck a bozo. Not once, not 10 times. It'll ruin you. Because the minute that real nigga get a glimpse of that, he be like, ew, I ain't fucking with that bitch, fuck with garbage. You understand? You gotta think about that. That's just the thing. So I'm saying celibacy, locking it down, staying to myself, you know, becoming this, cutting everybody out of my life, it's gonna make you become a fucking nutcase. Every woman that dealt with a shitload of bum-ass niggas becomes a tool set. She becomes crazy. You understand? So, you know, now it's like, oh, a woman over this age, woman over that age, and don't deal with. There's no answer to that because nobody knows what's going on right now. Something deeper. People just need to, this is what people need to be honest with. You need to be honest with yourself. That's it. Be honest with yourself and realize that, you know, something is what I'm doing is wrong. Shout out to Momo, goddamn. Nobody's telling y'all. You got to remember, if you grown and y'all be like, yeah, I'm going to do what I want to do, then who's guiding you? Well, God guides me. Well, if God guides you, you wouldn't have did a 69 with a man. Because God ain't going to tell you to do that. Ain't no God going to tell you to do that to your husband. Definitely not your husband. Right? So as a human being, you need, when you become a celebrity, they have managers, They have people that they got to answer to. They have, right? Think about it. Just imagine, I'm the brand and I got to answer to a motherfucker, right? You have to, because these people get paid to manage your life. We all have to answer to somebody. So how do you step out into this wilderness and just think you're going to do what you want to do, how you want to do it, when you want to do it? No, nobody, like Diddy and R. Kelly did that. One of my boys is locked up now. He did that same shit, and that's why they're in jail. That's just a terrible attitude for a human being. Okay, what did she say? Oh, you see why I asked. So do it. I don't, what did she say? Yeah, it's just, you got to think on the level that, it's like anybody that comes here. If a woman comes here and she's at the B mindset and she wants to learn what it is to be around a man and, you know, how men think, you know what I mean? That means she still don't know what the fuck she's doing. And that's fine. It's harsh words, but it's the truth. So women need to look at it and say, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing anymore. You know what I mean? You know, I don't know what I'm doing. Instead of, I don't know what's wrong, the guys are not doing. No, I don't know what I'm doing. Because if you had a boss and you keep making the same mistakes, your boss is going to be like, yo, we're going to have to fucking fire you. Because we keep telling you to do the same shit and you're not doing it. And now you're like, I don't get what's wrong. I don't know what I'm doing then, right? But when we are human beings and we're dating, the blame just becomes this. Like, we got to start pointing out ourselves and saying, I'm fucking up, without being celibate. It's not that Maya gave the pussy up. It's Maya gives her accessibility up. That's the problem. How in the fuck did the game even have a conversation with her? How did 50 Cent be able to be next to Maya? Put herself around some worthless motherfuckers. She shouldn't have spoken to them. They should have been able to say, excuse me, she should have walked away. The same way she would walk away with them now, because now that the cat is out the bag, why did she walk away then? That's crazy to me. Radine says, Nate, what do you think the golden era officially ended, and what do you think will there see another? The golden era ended officially. 9/11 ended the golden era. We squeezed a little bit of years out there, kind of squeezed into 2005, and that was it. It was cooked. The golden era of movies was from 1972 to 2002, of black movies, right? So the golden era of you know, our culture ended like 2001 to 2005. So the question is, will we ever see another golden era? I don't think we'll see another golden era, but we'll see something else. The golden era is a golden era. We can't bring that back. That's the scary part about time. We can't, and that's the problem. People it's like they got this crew, the BBS boys, they're bringing back all these old cars from the 90s, and we're going to shut it down. You can't. It's just, you can't shut it down with no fucking 1990s $5,000 piece of shit. Now, if you had a car that was 50, 60 years old and you duded it up, yeah, you could do that, but you can't do it to a car that just was in the era just a few years ago. A 94 Acura Legend is not a classic car. I mean, a collectible car. Excuse me. It's a collectible. It's not a classic, if that makes sense, right? Collectible, yeah, you keep it for this amount of years, whatever. Classic is, it'll never be. You get it? So the thing is, with the golden era, you can't repeat that. You had to be there. I was there from beginning to end. You know what I'm saying? In regards to the hip hop artists, right? It's like a person that tries to bring it back we're going to bring it back. It's good to reminisce. It's good to appreciate old times, but You just can't bring back the past, can't bring back the memories, but you could enjoy the memories. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I agree with the 05. I'm telling you, man, that shit it was different. If I was in this studio in 05, I mean, come on. First of all, we wasn't doing this in 05. It was too much action to be doing a fucking podcast. Now we ain't really got a lot of shit going on. Kenneth said, do you think some men and women don't take opportunity for don't take accountability for their actions because of their ego, or is it deeper than that? That's actually a good question. People don't know how to take accountability. People don't know how to take accountability within self. People are in denial that they're in pain. Because nobody's encouraging that. Nobody's gonna embrace something when their favorite celebrity is embracing something else. So if your favorite celebrity is telling you to be celibate for a woman, right? She's not really getting, what is she getting from that? Like, and then what? So if a person now is not taking accountability, what? Accountability and what? I could interpret that in my mind and build up something about somebody that did something to me and saying, yo, they should be doing this because the yada yada, and they should have owed me an apology. And that person don't even know that you were feeling that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's people out here that have been in positions where a person has been feeling a way about them and they feel like, you owe me this. And then that person may say, well, they owe me this. And then y'all got two. Why don't y'all just look in the mirror and saying, yo, like, I need to fucking address this person because I'm fucked up. I'm sad and I'm depressed and nobody's able to see their vulnerability to just admit to they miss somebody or love somebody. You understand what I'm saying? So, listen, do me a favor, man. Hold on one second. Hold on. Hold on one second, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta have the privilege of doing this. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to share something with you really good. Oh man. Green Vegan, do me a favor, get Justice out of here. Get him out of here. You should even have timed him out. You should have let me block him. Get Justice out of here. I think Justice is retarded. Get him out of here, man. Get him out of here. Justice, stop coming back here. Don't come back here no more. You should have let me block him. Cause you timed him out. He ain't blocked. You gotta get this motherfucker out of there. Hold on. He gotta get out of here. I can't take him. This guy's a dick. It's a stupid motherfucker, man. He's annoying. See, that's the thing. If I don't like the way you look, nigga, I'm just gonna kick you out of class. I don't want you here, you fucking piece of, you fat shit. Get out of here. Get the fuck out. Get out. Don't come back here no more. Stop coming. Don't come here no more, Justice. You're a stupid motherfucker. You keep talking to my... Stop coming here, bro. I don't like you. I just don't like you. I really don't. I think you're a piece of dirt. Don't come back here no more. I don't want to see you here no more. If y'all see him come back here, block his fucking ass. All right? Do me a favor, Green Vegan. I don't know what option you have there. If you could block him, block that fucking savage. He's a piece of shit. I don't want him here. I wish you had let me get to that because I would have blocked him for good. Don't come back here, man. It's a stupid mother. Don't time him out for 30. I don't want him here no more. I don't like him. He doesn't fit in the B mindset. He's a complete fucking moron. This guy's a stupid motherfucker, man. I can't stand dumb fucks. Yeah. don't let that motherfucker come back. He's a piece of fucking garbage. Okay? Momo's not even annoying me. I'd rather deal with her. At least it's a woman, but I can't deal with retarded niggas. I just can't. And, this is a type of guy that's just, I don't even know how he found me. But that was my fault. When he first came, I should have said, yo, suck my dick. Don't come back here. I want to have the fucking privilege of blocking him, man. I don't want him here anymore. Go to his page and fucking, send a complaint to fucking YouTube. He's a piece of shit. But anyway, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. The thing is that accountability, people don't know how to apologize. People don't know how to love. People just don't know how to say, man, I gotta do better. They just don't know how to make corrections in their life. They want everybody else to be correct. So I don't think accountability is gonna even matter. Because you could have accountability for something and the person on the receiving end doesn't even see that as accountability. They don't even fucking see that you were accountable and you're taking all the weight. You know what I'm saying? We definitely lack in love between each other. Yes. Men and women, I'm telling you, we are lacking love. We don't know how to talk to each other no more. When me and my wife go to pick up my daughter in the school, there's people that just be coming around. Yo, I'm not even a celebrity, man, but the love that they be showing us in that school is insane. People are hurting. People want to talk, and if they see if they see a likable person that they feel that they could come to, you know what I mean? I'm open to that. Some people are like, I'm just going to keep positive people. You can't just do all that. I mean, I got a couple of shithole friends. I still love them. I got a couple of fucked up friends. Still love them. You know what I mean? You can't eliminate everybody. Every now and then a pile of shit is going to walk up in here. But the difference with Momo versus Justice don't give a fucking dollar. He's just a bored piece of fat and horse shit. And he keeps coming back here, and I don't like him. He annoys me. At least this woman here is throwing little $2, $3. That's important. Even if you're a troll, that's still good. You know what I mean? Like, at least you have the common decency to pay me for my time. Like, this motherfucker is just taking advantage of. They're asking me a question. He want to sit up there and tag along. We don't play that here. You tag along with an answer and they ask me. You don't do that in class, nigga. This is a classroom. We kick you out forever. You'll never be able to come back. You come back with another fucking thing and you leave a comment, we'll report you. But I reported him anyway. I already still reported. I found a channel. Fuck him. He's a piece of shit. So listen, and now I'm commenting too much. No, you good. You good. You know what I mean? You okay. You know what I mean? The green vegan, she got her own thing. Everybody got their own thing. So if you go in one-on-one with somebody here, that's your thing. But I can't say what you're doing. The only person that really annoyed me was him. He fucking annoyed me. Yeah, he took you don't fuck with the professor, nigga. This nigga speaking for me, this fucking bum. This guy's a dick. I've had him ask questions. Kenneth, you guys ask good questions, right? I've had people ask me questions. This motherfucker asked questions one day, and I was like, he don't get nothing. So that's why I took his wrench away. Then he popped up again tonight. And I tried to be nice, but I can't do that. When I don't like you, you're going to know it. That's why I don't play that. Anybody like, yo, I got a problem with Nate. He don't got a problem because he said he could. You don't have a problem with me because you would have known you got a problem. You got women out here talking about desensitizing man. That's not normal. No, because they're hurting. They told you that in the movies before, man. You don't want to deal with a woman that, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's at the end of the road, man. You don't want to deal with that. When a woman is fed up, man, that's it. Ain't nothing. Nobody can do nothing about that shit. They just need to just say that I'm fed up. I'm fed up on making bad fucking decisions. It's not that the men are not there. They're making horrible choices and decisions. That's the problem. And that shithole, he ain't gonna fucking change. He don't have to. They're still choosing him. It's time for questions. Momo was just typing. I'm not a troll, I promise. I'm enjoying it live. No, I mean, listen, even if you was a troll, you know, you got good trolls, you got bad trolls. There's a lot of trolls. Justin's was a troll. There was a time when he was a cool troll. He's a fucking troll. I got a troll that been following me since I had Ask Nathaniel, the old channel. His name is NBA City. He's a good troll. You got good ghosts, you got a bad ghost. Remember Casper the friendly ghost? You have evil ghosts, you have good ghosts. You know, not all trolls are bad. The meaning of a troll is basically you don't know who it is. You know, a bad troll, you know, is very bad, right? He's negative, fucks up the live, says crazy comments, whatever, you know. But a good troll, you know, you may not see a picture. It could be a next door neighbor. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mo. Yeah, I mean, listen, man, the woman, you don't need a nigga to keep it real. You just need a motherfucker to keep it, you need to be real with yourself. And a nigga need to tell a motherfucker, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't have a man say he could be honest with you and he tells you and then you feel like, oh, wow, you were just misogynistic. Like, he ain't gonna never be honest with a woman again. You just can't. When you care about people, you can't be brutally honest. You know what I mean? You have to be careful. You know what I mean? You can't just go tell your woman you need to do this. If you care about somebody, there's a way to do it. That's all. You know what I mean? You don't just, thank you for the super chat. You don't just drag a woman. Like, in other words, like a woman that says, oh, if you were seeing somebody, why do you just leave? No, bitch, because I love you. That's why I fucking ain't leaving. I wanted to fuck her. I love you. Well, you can't you can't tell them that. You're not a man. You'll never understand that. You're not supposed to. You're never going to get it. You're never going to get it. And you're never going to understand. So, it's just, hopefully in the next life you could come back as a man and you understand that. You know what I mean? You know, what are we working for in this world? Y'all waiting for the nice weather for what? To go to a shitty fucking big, large event? Stay away from large gatherings, man. Stay away from them shits. I do like amusement parks in the summer. I will get my season passes and be the fuck all over wherever I gotta go, but you know what I mean? That about it. I remember months ago about how it was when you could lie the best or something like that. Yeah, but it changes. You know, listen, I could tell y'all some things that I've said months ago and you could question me, right? And I could be like, yo, I ain't gonna front. It ain't the same. You could just remember 2 weeks ago, the gas prices was like $2.50. Now that motherfucker's $4 a gallon. So whatever I was doing then, I got to take heed to it a different way now because now my pricing has to incorporate gas. Now my lifestyle has to incorporate gas prices. I have to really determine, is it worth going out? Because gas was just cheap a few days ago. So shit changes. You know what I mean? Like, I'll give you an example. Let me go back to the troll thing. A troll, so Green Vegan said we love. Listen, a troll is basically somebody that I can't see. I can't see them. I don't know who it is. That's what a troll is. You don't know what a troll is. You just don't know. That's the scary thing. That's what a troll is. A troll is, I have trolls that we talk every day on my Instagram. I never heard their voice. I never seen their face. You know what I mean? If you hear a voice that's somewhat of, it's a little more than, they're not just a troll once you hear a voice, but you hear an AI voice, that's a troll. They're hiding. Trolls hide. And some trolls are bad and some trolls are good trolls. You know? We all trolls if you think about it, right? You leave a fucked up comment on somebody's video or they podcast or Instagram. How many times we troll? We all troll, you know, but are you a good troll or a bad troll? 50 Cent ain't no troll. They call him a troll. He ain't no troll. He's a troublemaker, but he ain't a troll. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't consider myself real, and sometimes I don't keep it real with myself. Sometimes I may live in denial, and then I catch myself. I'm like, you know what? Let me check that. But the one thing that I do learn now is that, you know, not everybody deserves the truth. Not everybody is deserving of the truth. I'm sorry. Not everybody is deserving of where the fuck I live. My last name, my age, like my real name, like. You know what I'm saying? Like, not everybody is deserving of that. You can't just tell everybody what you think is cool because you're ashamed of it. Be ashamed, nigga. Let them go. I'm not telling you certain things. I don't give a fuck what they say. They're not gonna. They control the situation and try to make me. Oh well, you just ashamed. I say yeah, I'm ashamed of it, but they gonna get the information. Now they really not gonna get it now because they try to challenge me. If they ever had a chance to get it, they'll never get it. You know, not everybody's deserving of what I do for a living. For we know we have this business. I mean, you don't know the name of the business. You know what I'm saying? You don't know the business line. You don't know what the office is. You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing here? It's like, I don't see how people tell a person, well, I make this amount a year. For what? You know what I mean? I mean, call your credit card company, tell them how much you make. They increase your fucking limit if you're lucky. But you still owe them money. Was it worth it? I just called my credit card company. They know I make more money. They increase my credit limit. I fuck them up and tell them, nah, bring that shit back down, bro. Really? Yeah, bring it. I don't need a fucking credit card with 30 grand on it. Bring that shit down to $4,000. I fuck them up with that all the time. Because if I know I got that type of money on a credit card, I'm gonna use it. That's why they do that. But if you keep the limit down, and the limit is what would be considered a small debt, then keep it at that max. Because then I could apply myself better that way. I don't fall for that. I don't. Some people ask me, oh, they talk to AI for questions and advice. Okay. I'm not competing with that. If you go to AI and you want some business advice, you say, what do you think, Nate? I'm going to be like, well, what am I going to do? Go against AI? No, not if you believe in it. You're not going to get that information from me. People don't realize you have the right to be silent. Anything you say will be held against you. I don't understand how y'all don't understand. Say that to yourself every day. And women do that. They pour their fucking heart out, tell this fucking shithole our whole life. He throws it in your face, fucks you over, uses it against you, and now you want to go celibate. But you had the right to remain silent. You got murderers that kill 10 people on these crime shows, and they say, yo, get my lawyer. There's nothing the cops can do. He lawyered up. He has that right. Even as a criminal, if they got everything against him, all the evidence, they could still lock him up, he does not have to talk. Question, do you think AI makes society lazy or productive? Lazy. It's artificial. People are not going to make flyers for parties anymore. They're not going to show you their true pictures anymore. You know what I mean? Niggas can't write a letter. People are not going to go out and get a real artist that could sing now when they could just go get it. It's just all fucked up. And I know there's things that we use that are AI that we do take for granted, but I mean, if you think about it, Alexa's AI, you know what I mean? It is. Alexa's AI. But it's artificial intelligence. I mean, it's pretty much the great thing about artificial intelligence. They call it AI. It's artificial intelligence. It's pretty self-explanatory, right? It's artificial. So, nah. Yeah, they want you to be in debt. I mean, I've done it. I've had it. I had big credit cards. I said, how in the fuck did I allow that shit to get that high? Even me, and I'm disciplined. But fuck that. I'd rather have 10 credit cards with $1,000 limits on them shits. If you make the money and your credit's good, you could always increase it to 20, 30 grand. That's for an emergency. And if you don't have the money and you're fucked up and a cartel nigga needs the money, then I guess you make that call. But it's less likely not going to happen. It's all an illusion. If you're making $200,000-300K a year and you got 2,000 limit on your credit card, you's a bad motherfucker. Because niggas is making $200,000-300K a year, they going to have $50,000 credit card limits and probably owe 40 on that bitch. You got to think of the level of that. So they usually AI for music. I can't get into it. Listen, it's amazing. I think it's fucking amazing, but it's artificial intelligence. I'm not intrigued by that. I'm more intrigued by intelligence of another individual. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. But to each his own. Some people live by it. Somebody came here and said, man jumped on their car, some things, it's just stay silent. But again, some women don't understand, like, stop telling information. You have the right to remain silent. If a cop pulls you over and y'all out there running your mouth and he talking this, where you coming from, you ain't got to tell a cop where you coming from. That's not it. Where am I coming from? That's a little personal. If you need to know, I just ate my wife's ass out. I mean, you really, really can really fuck people up with, oh shit, yeah, nigga, like, you could put a murder, like I said, in a corner, and say to him, tell us where you was. He could say, no, I'm not telling you that. Get my lawyer. And the first thing the lawyer's going to tell you, what did you tell him? I didn't tell him shit. Good. Okay, because you don't have the right to do that. That's a constitutional right that people need to exercise. So why not exercise that shit with that shithole? It's a man. Y'all get all bamboozled, get thrown off. Same thing with a man. Oh, where do you live? That's none of your business who I live with. You want to fuck a woman up one day with this? Who do I live with? I ain't telling you that. I'm homeless. And then I fuck him up. Look, I live in a men's shelter. I'm waiting for, a program so I could get me a place. I'm not going to tell you where I live or who I live with. That's personal business. I don't know who the fuck you are. And then you fucking ramsack my house. I'm going to be like, Chico, why is going to be, well, how the fuck they know where you live? I told them on a live stream. You know what I mean? You gotta think about the level of you as a person. Like, what am I doing? If a man asks you what's your favorite position, like, excuse me? standing on a roof and doing flips, give a fucking answer where he's like, okay, I get the picture. Sometimes, if you don't know how to say none of your business, give him a fucking stupid answer. They'll get the picture. Even when you're in the wrong, you gotta be like, listen, I'm not gonna say anything that fucking makes shit wrong. You know, I'm talking about as far as a criminal getting pulled over and you got some shit going on in your car. I mean, I'm not telling you if you got a key of coke in your trunk and you want to be an asshole to the officer. Listen, I'm just saying, a nigga that got caught with that key in his mouth and the cops caught it, they're gonna say, where'd you get it from? I'm not telling you that. I need a lawyer. Nigga, you fucking just arrested me. You caught me. I'm not telling you shit. Remember, I beg your pardon? Silence is very powerful. Women look at all the freaky women we were watching in this past live stream. They love quiet, nerdy guys. They love fucking weirdos. So you big mouth niggas, all you doing is running your mouth, talk about this and that, and then when shit go left, she's gonna throw all that shit in your face. And you may have shared some confidential stuff with her. You know, you want to know if a chick is ride or die, just tell her less. She has less to work with. She won't even realize how ride or die she is because she don't know that much. You know, it's keep things simple, man. Like, don't ever give that much power to a man or woman that you made an ass of yourself. Just look in the mirror and tell yourself that. Talk to your fucking self. Some of y'all go through this whole thing, I had to talk to somebody. Well, the good thing about AI, go talk to fucking AI, have a conversation. Don't go to another real human being that could throw that shit up in your face and criminalize you. That shit will kill you. It's just crazy, man. Like, I don't know, man. Celebrities is all fucked up. Like, man, if I could talk to these individuals behind the scene, I'm like, why are you doing that? You showing more pain by running your mouth. You know, when black sisters go through shit, they become redeemed in this new life of peace and protecting my peace. That's because you're showing the man you've been fucked over. And guess what? You tell a man that, he's going to fuck you over too. That's just how it goes. Because he's going to know that energy and he's going to challenge you because he's used to you. He's used to it already. He understands the language. Right? So you may think, yeah, I told a man I'm about my business, I'm about my paper, I bust my ass, I take care of my kids. He like, right, but I want some pussy. Right now I'm celibate, I'm staying to myself. A man to get this, he have to put a ring on there. Yeah, they all said she been fucked over. Watch me. I'm not putting that ring on that shit. Look at that woman that talked all that $50,000 a month and she was fucking Bow Wow for free. See what I mean? Like, people are like, yo, you should do a video about that. For what? For what? For 50 to hear this fucking fool talk crazy? Come on, man. It's a waste of my time. It really is. You got to know your value to that degree. Like, I don't need to do that. Oh, is it conceited, self-centered? I mean, they could call it what they want. They don't have to. I'm not going for that. They're not going to play that game with me. You got to know yourself to know yourself. A lot of people just don't know themselves. Today, for example, right, I was on the phone. This guy knocked on the window in front of my daughter's school. He's trying to do this Democrat thing, and I signed my name, and I'm like, you know what? Once again, you know what I mean? Help the brother out, but at the end of the day, it's just like, I don't like being bothered like that. And I would have been rude to him, and it would have been a little like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I'd have been like, bro, with all due respect, I'm good, no thank you. You know what I'm saying? But when you see a brother trying and shit, you like, fuck it, right? But at what cost? I think, these politicians, it's just a game now. It's just a fad. I believe everything's a fad now, you know what I'm saying? Like, no disrespect, Green Vegan, because I had this situation. Me and my man was talking about this the other day. And he says he feels that the vegan thing is a fad because Slutty Vegan just went bankrupt. And I'm like, oh shit, that's pretty deep. It's kind of true. He said everybody he know that's a vegan is eating meat now. And I'm like, you know what? Other than Green Vegan, that's true. Everybody I know that was a vegan, they eating meat now. And once again, I remember that fad was so heavy, niggas was thinking that was the way to not get cancer. And then people I know that was having that shit was catching that shit. So like, I don't know. Like everything else, there's always a time for certain shit, right? So like, people think being a vegan is like losing weight. No, nigga, it's just that they don't eat animals. But, now you gotta really think about the level of, Russell Simmons was a vegan, but then he was raping girls. Like, you understand where I'm coming from? It's just, we're doing too much. So it's like, why not just say you're going on a diet? The most impressive thing that came to me, a customer told me about a carnivore diet where you just don't eat no starch, just meat. I thought that was the illest shit I've ever heard. But then, now you have people that fasting and stuff like that. And most people I know that's fasting and doing this for religious purposes, they're full of shit. Shout out to the people that mean something with fasting, but the people that I know, most of the people I know that fasting that I know on a personal level, they're all shit. All of them. All of them. I had one nigga tell me, Allah said don't eat pork, but he ain't say nothing about Coke. See where I'm coming from? Yeah, the caveman diet. Carnivore diet, caveman diet, yeah. My customer told me that shit. I never forgot that. That shit stuck. I was like, that's pretty dope. Yeah, but that's just from my experience. Like, we would talk about people within a circle, like, yo, this one, I thought the girl was a vegan. She wasn't. And niggas started just falling off. And then you had the one that was realizing that there's fucking animals, fat, and alcohol, all types of shit. Like, how can a person really live that life, right? So it's the same thing with a person that says they're celibate. But if you look at Maya's Instagram, look at the fucking thumbnail. How are you celebrating? You still taking dick teasing pics? Like, you just trying to make a nigga fucking jump on you. That's crazy to me. You can't tell me you celebrating, you still fucking on Instagram showing your titties and ass. Go to Maya's Instagram. There's a picture with her where you can see her nipples. Literally, the aurelia and everything. I couldn't post it because YouTube would have fucking damn demolished me. People are not making good decisions. They're choosing these politicians. They don't know what the fuck they doing. Get out and vote. Even if you tell a person that you don't vote, it don't make a difference, nigga. Like, sometimes it's best, if somebody wants your support, write a fake name and just say thank you for your support. But you can't take this shit seriously now because the world, the people don't know what the fuck they're doing. They just don't. Nobody knows what they're really doing no more. Because the people that really know what they're doing, I feel, is a dying breed. Like, you could be anything you want to be in this world now. You see what I'm saying? So, but that was the only reason why we got into a conversation. My man was telling me that we was talking about a few people that we knew, and then he was talking about that slutty vegan shit, that how the fuck this shit. And then I realized my other man had a vegan spot. His shit just closed down. So is that shit profitable anymore? You know what I'm saying? I noticed in the stores now, I'm not really seeing, it's starting to slow down. That whole organic shit is starting to get played out. Y'all notice that? That shit's getting played out. Organic this and that, the bottled water. yo, all that shit's just getting old right now. Yeah, Maya's 100% white liver. Come on, man. Like, the type of shit that 50 and Game was doing to that shit that I heard is unreal. They said that Maya had a train ran on her. You know you a real freak when it. That's the thing. It's like, how in the fuck is your afterlife this prudent virgin Mary woman and then you just had a train ran on you 20 years ago? That shit is insane. Let me give you another example. There's a porn star by the name of Jasmine Cashmere, right? She was awesome in like the mid-2000s. Awesome. You know, Jay-Z already got her pregnant, whatever, allegedly. Jasmine Cashmere is a pastor now. I tried to interview her, literally. One time I tried to interview her. She shut down. Nobody could interview her now. She's not doing shit. This chick was literally a pastor, like. And I was like, yo, when you have a past like that, nobody's going to take you seriously, bro. I couldn't even take her seriously because I know what she did. You see where I'm coming from? So that's like Jasmine Cashmere. No, fuck celibacy. You're a pastor. How in the fuck could you look at this female pastor and you know that she was like one of the baddest bitches in a porn game in the early 2000s? That's crazy. You know what a man's gonna think of? We're gonna keep thinking of that. You remember that, right? Yeah, a lot of shit ain't popular no more. They burnt down the juice spot. They don't want people to be healthy. Well, this is the thing. The juice spots are still big. The vitamin stores are still somewhat there, but the mom and pop stores are taking a beating because everybody's getting everything from Amazon. That's still working. We're still living a green life in a sense. People are starting to eat more greens and vegetables, and men know that they have to eat all these things now to be healthy. That still applies. My juice spot, like she talked about, they burnt it down because now you don't have to go into the juice spot now because they order and bring everything to your door. You don't have to get sea moss when you could get sea moss gel tablets. That's just as effective. And it tastes good. You don't have to boil that shit in the kitchen no more and stir it and gel it. And you know what I mean? And that shit went up. Now you just go to motherfucking CVS or Walmart and get the tablets and poof. Shit is real. So mom and pop stores are shutting down. It's just too easy now, you know what I mean? Listen, shopping at the supermarket, I prefer to do that. I don't like my groceries brought to the door. I don't like that. The type of sickness I would have to be at that level, I would have to have no friends, family, and, you know what I mean? I think it's a privilege for people that need it, right? But, which juice spot? You said you went on in yeah, the one on Nostrand Avenue between Martins and Nostrand Avenue between Church Avenue and Martins on the right side. That was my spot. And that shit burnt down. They never came back. And I mean, it burnt down like about in September. And there's I don't see no thing of building back there. Let me see if I call the number, see if it's there. Let me see if I could give this shit a call. Just to hear if the number's on. Hold on, that's not it. Juice spot. Nostrand. There you go, watch this.
We're sorry, your call cannot be completed as dialed.
Yeah, it's still closed. It's still closed down. They burnt that shit down. I think it was an insurance job too. They just got out the game. You don't know what I'm talking about, right, Ken? Yep, that was my shit. I've been going there since 2011, to be exact. But now listen, remember 5 years ago when a turkey, a fried turkey was hard to get? Now they got the turkey fryers. The good shit now. You ain't got to worry about that shit blowing up and all. They got the turkey fryers. So, like, they just they producing shit now. And, China is such a monopoly. They make everything. Like, China is just, man, China is the future. Fuck AI, nigga. China is the future. China, man. I don't know. I feel a difference with family and friends. I don't feel that we're, we're totally weird, But you gotta look at the year. Anytime you see shit crazy, just look at the year. It's 2026. This is a weird old month. I mean, a weird old year. There's nothing you should take personal because it's 2026. Niggas is fucked up. Shout out to Anthony. You understand? Anthony, you know that juice spot on Nostrand Avenue between Martins and Church? They burnt that shit down. You seen it? Ken Thompson live in Brooklyn. You live in Brooklyn too. Brooklyn gonna be dangerous this summer, man. Fuck that. I'm talking the hood Brooklyn, not Brooklyn. Not the new Brooklyn. That's gonna be all good. Shout out the new goals. God damn. Yeah, it's just different, man. The vibration is low, man. Like, remember the day you go to a nice little short stay hotel, y'all go get some goodies, check the room, fuck for 4 hours, and go, oh, man. Are hotels making money anymore? It must be dead. It must be dead in hotels, yo. Do they still have short stays? I don't know. That's the energy I'm picking up. I just feel that this, you know what I'm saying? Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think I am. It's crazy, man. It's just, people are depressed. You gotta watch. You looking at that gas. I don't care what nobody said. That shit is scary, man. That fucking pump's getting higher and higher. Then you start having anxiety of what if it gets to the point where I can't afford to drive. Yeah, where it's at. I really believe we all have hourly stays where the hoes go. Yeah, well, the prostitution side of it, right? They took that over, so you're still meeting people online, right? So they still got those. But tell me, I'm just saying, is anybody now like meeting somebody on Facebook and y'all kicking it and then like y'all hang out, go get some drinks and then, hang out again tomorrow and then Saturday y'all gonna get a short stay and fucking in for 4 hours? Is anybody doing that anymore? I feel that that's some 90s, early 2000s, mid 2000s shit. I feel that nobody's really doing that anymore, right? People rather be in their home. People rather be in the comfort of their home. People don't want to be bothered. But in the industry with the hookers and shit like that, yeah, they're still popping over there. But remember when normal people were going to short stays? Like, you would take your girlfriend to a short stay. Like, may have lived with family, or maybe you just wanted to get out and have a different environment. Maybe you ain't want to bring the nigga to the house. So the last I remember was short stays, $80, maybe $90. And then I stopped fucking with short stays because we started going to real hotels because you could go on hotels.com. Now, that's the last of the time I remember. I don't know how they doing it now, but hotels.com, you was able to get like some decent rates. So how much does a hotel cost for the night now? It's been so long for me. What all do you get for your membership, Nate. My membership now there's a slew of exclusive videos that I can't share on here, so it's only for that. You get a lot of discounts through car dealerships. We're gonna have a big show coming up, and it's gonna be for members only. You know what I mean? There's a lot of perks. The more the members increase, the more and more I'll get on the street. So there's a lot of things that there's gonna be a lot of things that come out of it, more than one. But the majority of my exclusive videos on the membership, they're not even for the public at all. You know what I mean? $250 a night for a hotel now? That's what a hotel is now? Hold on. Okay. The last time I checked into a hotel, I ain't gonna say nothing else. The last time I checked I stopped doing short stays. So I just figured if you was gonna stay at a hotel for the night or the morning, just get a real hotel, a real one, not a motel, right? Okay. The last I remember paying for was like $115. So this is my question. If I had a date with me tonight and we wanted to meet up, but she don't want to come to Staten Island, I ain't trying to come there. We're going to meet halfway. We're going to go to a short stay. Meet me in Jersey at a short stay or a hotel, like hotels.com. How much is a hotel for the fucking night? I really need to register this. I need to add up how much it costs to hang out with a shorty outside of your crib. Now remember, when I was doing this, rent was cheaper, houses were cheaper, gas was cheaper, so it's a long time ago. Oh, wow, shout out to you, darling. She joined the membership. Thank you, Mama. Wow. Thank you, member. Thank you, Momo. Thank you. Welcome. Wow. Thank you. Wow. We appreciate that. It's an exclusive community, darling. It's because this is why. You may come back here one day and I may not be here. It may just be membership only. And that's why it's exclusive. So now that you're here, I can tell you that part. Thank you, darling. I appreciate that. Okay, so Kid said Residence Inn is what? It's $250 for a hotel for a night now? No. Okay, no. I refuse to believe. Okay, so hold on. If you go to hotels.com, they usually have specials. So sometimes they have like 3 rooms available. They have like discounts. $250? You got to go into the old videos, Momo. Go into the old streams. Good luck. It's amazing. Oh, shit. Here we go with this shit. Should be bugging. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my God. Yeah, I appreciate this. I play hard. I only know one way, you know what I'm saying? Wow, that shit is really tripping me out. $250 fucking dollars. So $250, gas is $4. $250, that's crazy. That's literally double that I know I'm gonna pay. $100, $125, $250 for the whole fucking night. And it's hard to get a woman into your crib. So that is just, that's crazy. That's a lot of money, man. So if y'all go on a date and you're at the bar, let's say the bar's gonna be about 200, right? finger food, shit like that, dinner. Let's just say the dinner's gonna be about $300. I'm just going maximum. 300, 250 for the fucking hotel. Isn't it? Is people doing that shit anymore? Yo, I just can't imagine. Even with niggas with money, that's just a lot. Let me see. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. See that could. So in other words, how do you show a woman a good time anymore? What do you do? Like, how do you entertain a woman now? Like, you have to have your own spot. You have to have an Airbnb, at least to act like you got your own place. You got to order food. That's cool, right? You got to have some wine. You go to the liquor stores is popping. $225 a night. Yo. Damn, where have I been? You know, I'm just tripping at hotels.com. That's what the fucking prices are now. That's crazy. Nah, that's crazy. That's a lot of money. Well, how much is an Airbnb? Could you get an Airbnb for $150 a night? It costs to be the boss. Whoa, this just really threw me off. It's crazy. She paid $225 for that. Yo, I didn't know that. I never asked you that. That's crazy. That's crazy. So residence is just expensive. See, I used to do the Residence Inn. So my spot. Somebody asked me, how much is the Residence Inn a night? Residence Inn is dope. It's like your own apartment. I think that's a real good thing to do for the weekend. I can't do that. I can't fuck with that. It's crazy. That's crazy. So Airbnb is $250 to $400 for a night. So my studio's worth that. And I got everything here. See, so this is, okay, so my position would be my studio, but then again, like, you know what I mean? People if a person's smart and they come here, they would stay here, right? But could I get them out? Everything, man, is just tense. So it's like, would you have somebody stay here and you can't get them out your shit? It's crazy. Mojo said, hold on. That's just crazy, man. Kenneth said 600 and up. So my studio, how much is this studio worth for the night? Damn, man. I think the tension of the prices takes away from the fun. I got to sit back and do some research on this shit. It's just fucking crazy. But we need something new. We need something new. Like, so how much is a short stay now? Can't you get a short stay still for like $80? So I guess that doesn't apply because it used to be. Oh, I can't take. I got to get out of here. This is crazy. So listen, this is what I'll say, you know. Shout out to everybody, man, for joining and sharing your love. Tonight's just a real laid situation. I think we need to just set the tone and, you know, I think when I'm in the studio, I'm not here flipping, so I'm more laid back, chilling, and just look in the mirror, man. That's it. Don't blame nobody. Blame, you know, you're just gonna be a fucking loser like that. Cause losers blame everybody. But when you lost, you're not gonna blame. You're gonna take the accountability to yourself. You know what I'm saying? I could see why women don't want to fuck no more. I really could see why people just don't want to do nothing. They just want to get the essentials, you know, food and shelter. It's crazy out there. It's crazy. Mom says I used to be 600 for 2-bedroom apartments here. Now the shit is like $3,000. That's what's killing us. It's too expensive, man. It's too expensive to fucking live. You know, when shit is cheap, you can fucking run with it. It's like I said, if the gas was $1.25 a gallon, I'd go down south and drive down. It ain't gonna cost shit. But when that shit's expensive, you like, nigga, I'm trying to hold on to my gas. God damn. So shout out to Momo. It's funny, Momo became a member and it's pretty lit. It's just dope when I see people that just, you know, have fun. Mona's in Minnesota. I don't know what it is, man. I target the Midwest and the West Coast. It's crazy. And I never been there. My father's from West Virginia, raised in Brooklyn, right? I want to go to West Virginia this year. I want to see my father's hometown. Who's down with that? So, Momo, what we usually do behind the scenes, we usually do, shout out to Shimmy, goddamn. So, Mojo, you know, we usually talk behind the scenes on Instagram, you know what I mean, just to let you know that. I'm not challenging you, I'm just saying sometimes the trolls don't want me to see who they are, they may hide, but I talk to a lot of the ladies on Instagram and we kick it and we chop it up. Shimmy, you really gave me some great information today. And, thank you. You really gave me some great information, Shimmy. You really did. I needed that. Again, I think that's my point. You have to work on that. Sometimes I don't realize you know what I mean, my abilities. And then somebody will see it. It's almost like a person that finds you, right? And they scout the world and they like, yo, this person got it, you didn't even know. So. Yeah, so we appreciate that. So ladies and gentlemen, it's been real. We've been here for a minute, man. It's been great. And I just appreciate y'all, man. And I'm very thankful. Hold on. I didn't even know if you can send me something. Hold on. Oh, shit. All right, so, Momo, that's really you? Is that really you, Momo? Momo? Is that really you? Is that really your picture? I just want to know, is that really Momo? Because, you know, trolls is all over here. Is that really Momo? All right? just tell us, is that really Boo Boo? Is that you, darling? I appreciate you being here. Thank you. Momo, that's really you in your picture? Because I just looked at, you know what I mean? That's you on YouTube. Is that really your picture or somebody else? Just tell the truth. You know, just want to know. Yeah, Shimmy, you know what I mean? No, I don't. No. I'm talking about, is that you do you have a YouTube? Your YouTube, right? So we can go to your YouTube channel and see you or whatever. Or is that you or that's not you? That's cool if you say, because some people don't use their real pictures. It's all right. Yeah, My Instagram is right there. If you have Instagram, I don't know. But Green Vegan just posted it up there. Goddamn. Oh, that is you? Oh, goddamn. It's just listen. We had trauma too. We had some crazy motherfuckers here. Yeah, you can see it. Listen. Listen. Anybody that's here is going through personal problems. So it ain't like everybody. Everybody here, we all have the same interests. Like niggas is trying to get it together, and you're gonna learn a lot here. But you now that you're a member, you gotta watch the old live streams. Okay, and tell me what you think. You're gonna enjoy it. I promise that. Oh yeah. So Green Vegan just posted my Instagram. So that's where we do our voice notes at. If you're a real person, you know what I mean? That's what we usually talk on, because you can leave voice notes, 5-minute voice notes. And that's really it. We just kick it and do what we do. Shout out to my real man. Man been stepping it up here. Y'all man been stepping up here. The man have been stepping it up. Yeah. Yes. Go straight to Instagram. Ask Nathaniel. Just type that in. Green Vegan left the link. But salute to everybody, man. We got a lot of live streams coming, a lot. And it's gonna get crazy. You know what I mean? And we don't do the resident thing here. We like Green Vegan said, we community, so it's love. But I will say this, that what y'all need to look forward to, and I'm going to announce this today. We are going to do something in Manhattan. We're going to do something this summer in Manhattan. And this summer, it's going to be pretty groovy, so be prepared. It's going to be an enclosed theater. It's going to be fucking awesome, and it's going to be on YouTube, and it's going to be exclusive. And we're going to have a stage, and we're going to have an audience, and select a few audience, but we're going to have a stage. And that same stage is going to be monumental. So, shout out to all my members. Y'all better get it together. If anybody's flying into New York and we're doing this studio thing, you got to let me know who you are so I can screen you, okay? So I can screen you so we can put this together and be in this wonderful studio. And, we got 4 different 3 different microphones, 4 including myself. It's going to be crazy. Right, so we're doing it. We're going to do it. The date is between August and October. July and October. I'm going to say July and October. I'm just putting those months out. And we're going to be doing it at a theater at an undisclosed location. And we're going to be doing it, and it's going to be dope. And we're going to have a nice show, and we're going to be I'm going to be doing this live on stage. Select a few. We're going to have audience members, and we're going to have the people that's on stage. The Green Vegan's it's going to be marvelous. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be very exclusive. You know what I mean? But we just got to work the things out. If I can't get the sponsor that I'm working on, then we ain't going to do it. Because we got to have that food there. So. But it's going to be dope. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yes, we're ready. Yeah. It's going to, you could be the bartender. You know what I mean? Absolutely. It's going to be drinks. It's going to be exclusive. It's going to be in a beautiful theater in the Upper West Side of Manhattan. Can't get no more exclusive than that. So just in case y'all got to stay where y'all stay, you're going to be in Manhattan. You can't go wrong. It's going to be the greatest fucking thing you ever done. I'm telling you. And then we're going to have selected few people, depending on the weather. We'll do it here, or we're going to do it outdoors in Brooklyn. It's going to be a fucking movie. I'm telling you. It ain't going to be like no other YouTube shit that's going on, because We're going to have a professional situation at that theater. It's going to be dope. And my members are building that up. Thanks for the members, because the members are serious. So I can do it now. I wasn't able to do this 2 years ago. I could do it now. You know what I mean? So it's coming. So anybody that's staying on top, you know what I mean? It's going to be crazy, you know what I mean? It's that's the plan. That's, you know, just putting that out. So, but if I don't get the sponsor, you know what I mean? Because the sponsors, we can't have you can't have you out here starving. So we got to be able to have a catered situation. There has to be food. You know, we have the alcohol. The alcohol is already a bar, but it's going to be dope. You're going to be in a real theater space. You know what I mean? You know, if you want to see what the theater kind of looks like, just go to my YouTube and see that one video that I'm doing by myself on stage. That was like 3-4 years ago, but again, that's where it's going to be. It's going to be dope. It's going to be amazing. I'm telling you. You know, so get it together, because y'all coming to New York. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been real. We just gonna keep it there. Exclusive brothers only. And there's a couple brothers already. We already, you know, checked them out. So it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be real big. It's gonna be, you know, it's not gonna be big. It's gonna be very, you know what I mean? We're gonna try to keep it small. But small could be 10 people. That's all we need. You know what I mean? Listen, I'm here by myself. So think about that. So 10 people, that's a movie. So much love to y'all, man. Y'all have a beautiful night. I love you all. Class is dismissed. Have a good night. And Momo, hit me up on Instagram. I'll talk to you in a minute. Peace.